to get a take on what it's like, we want to bring in Blake Kish. He is a professional ballroom instructor with Birmingham Ballroom. Blake, thanks for taking time out of your schedule to be with us here on the Oakland County MegaCast.
That looks like Blake is muted at the moment.
Hey, Blake, can you unmute your microphone? So we're all learning to navigate the Zoom. I've done this so many times, Tyler, too, just so you know, by the way. So as we continue to navigate Zoom, we are all making these little mistakes. So we're trying to get Blake's audio here. Is
Looks
he
like
good to
we
go?
have him.
Hey, Blake, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, we're great. It's great to be able to have you here on the show. How are you doing?
I'm good, but I'm going to need about 3 or 4 hours to complain in person.
Well, we'll give you about 20 minutes. How's that?
I know. I'm teasing.
What an incredibly hard time. So I was just telling Tyler that at one time I participated in a Dancing with the Stars event for Faith in Action here in Oakland County. And it's ballroom dancing. And you have to be one-on-one. You have to touch the other person. How is your industry doing right now?
It's dead. It died. And it's very interesting. I was at a dance competition and I came home and we just got a new baby boy and I went to Sam's Club to get some diapers because we were running low, and I got there and there were no diapers, no toilet paper, no Kleenex. There's no meat in the counters. And I'm taking pictures, sending them home going, what is going on? I had no idea because media wasn't telling us, watch out, this is going to happen. And so I come home from a competition and I was oblivious, and it's get locked up. You're not going anywhere.
6 months later, where are you today?
A dance studio is considered a dance space, and of course by our governor is still closed. Besides the fact that I personally have had 6 immediate family members pass directly from COVID. So I'm not in a hurry to jump in dance position with someone.
Well, our
like you
condolences
said,
to you on your and your family. It's hard to lose people. So you have a bit of a different perspective then.
I have a 40-year-old cousin who was perfectly healthy that passed. 2 weeks later, Dad, who's 83, got it, and he survived it, and he's fine. So, the virus doesn't choose the elderly. It doesn't choose a 50-year-old. A perfectly healthy 40-year-old cousin of mine passed, and it's just shocking to me. So, but like you said, the dance world, if you were with your partner, I have to hold you in dance position and show you or bring to your attention what you should be feeling. And then I have to turn around and take the leader and show them how to guide the person. So it's a one-on-one contact sport. And I tried to relate, and I was thinking, like a massage, the person who's getting the massage doesn't touch back. You're still in the space zone, which would make me very uncomfortable. But dancing is where both people are interactive back and forth, and it's too risky.
So we have seen with other dancers, we've been talking to them about how they're trying to navigate this, because for some people, dance is an expression of who they are, and they need to dance to feel alive. So even if they're doing it individually, where do you stand on those things? Is your studio back open or not?
Because we are all one-on-one contact, we are closed. Like, we don't do group classes. We don't, have where conceivably, if you had a jazz studio or a modern studio, you could put people 6 feet apart. You could space out your studio. You could make available masks and sanitizers and things like that. And it can be done for that kind of an activity, because ballroom is body-to-body contact. It's not the same.
So how long do you think you could survive being closed?
Well, I can't. And what's funny is I applied for a small business disaster loan, and the government says that I have not proven that I've been affected by the virus. So not being able to work, how much more, being completely shut down and frozen, what more can you prove, I don't see it opening until there's a treatment method or a vaccination of some sort. The nature of our industry is too close.
So we are speaking with Blake Kish. He is a professional ballroom instructor with Birmingham Ballroom. Your business so directly impacted. Are you trying to survive with lessons virtually or online? We've seen other companies try that.
I have talked to my client base, and it's not the same. Like you said, dance is a form of expression. When you did Dancing with the Stars, you laughed, you guys joked, you made mistakes. Ballroom dancing is so much more than learning a box step. You can go to the internet, you can get a video for free, and you can do it on your own. That's not the nature of our business. It's very emotional. It's very much about expression and art. And it's about feeling joy and laughter and the expression that doesn't come from a box. So to put that on a video and say, watch me and you're going to feel amazing when you're done, doesn't really work that way.
I'm wondering, how are you surviving right now? What does your future look like?
It's very scary. And because I'm an independent contractor, of course, you qualify for $160 a week unemployment. And for a family of four, that's pretty tough stuff. But in the dance industry, there are people that are trying to function. They're attempting to run things, and it's difficult. You know, I'm taking advantage of the time to raise two beautiful children, so I'm very happy with the babies. I, for the first time, have spent every day with a newborn for the past 8 months. You know, I've never done that before, so there's a reward at the end of the rainbow. But on the other hand, yeah, the financial future looks really, really tough.
But I will say, financial future aside, you're probably getting really good at being a daddy that's good with diapers, right?
I'm telling you, jeez, it's crazy. I just stopped building a set of shelves for our baby Tykie's closet so that he'll have room for toys and books and stuff as he grows up. I would never have time to do that. Go ahead.
Blake Kish joined us. He is a professional ballroom instructor at Birmingham Ballroom with us on the Oakland County MegaCast. Also looking into the future, how do you see the interest in ballroom dancing being impacted by this shutdown? People are going by the studio and they're seeing that it's closed and maybe they're looking up how they can get involved in ballroom dancing in the local area and seeing that many opportunities are simply not there because of COVID-19. What do you think the lasting impact will be on this art, on this craft, and on this interest of people as an activity?
In one word, devastation. Period. I will say this. I've had 2 phone calls for, a couple of people, a guy and a girl each called and said that, are you guys open for dance lessons? The girl was for a wedding dance. And I do have a plan in place where we can get plastic partitions on wheels that can divide the ballroom into 3 sections. So 3 teachers could be teaching at one time. You have to wear your mask, you have to have the sanitizers, you have to spray down the tables and chairs in between clients. It's possible to make it happen. The thing is, as to where normally I would have 5 people a week want to schedule, you call in to get information. I've had 2 in 7 months. So that tells you right there that nobody's jumping to get into dance position.
Yeah, Blake, we're not really hearing a lot from the dance community. We have talked with owners of other dance studios, but they were more group studios. So when you come to ballroom dancing and it is so intimate, there is a different level of touching that you have to be concerned of. Is there a way for you to possibly offer private lessons, like you said, for the wedding dance or couples that live in the same household? Because we are still doing things such as, going into grocery stores, and we're still touching people and getting our hair done and things of that nature. What are your thoughts on that? And do you think that you should be open right now?
I personally am, afraid to be open for my own health. I went to Paris last year and picked up a bacteria in June, and I was on my deathbed. So, getting the chance of getting it in my lungs again is not safe for me personally. Could it be done? When the governor says that we can open, I will put the petitions in place, and there will be instructors that they're the rugged ones. They're ready to go, that will figure out how to teach, maybe just by standing in front of them and showing them the steps. It's not going to be the same product. It's not going to feel the same. You're not going to receive the same enjoyment until it's safe to get back into dance position again. It's a long-term impact for our industry. I have many clients that are all working from home and they're perfectly fine. It doesn't fall that way in our profession.
Yeah, you hear all of these things, and I would imagine listening to the news is hard for you because you are hearing that, oh, there's so many remote, people working and this, that, and the other, and that's not a possibility for your industry. When you hear that the governor is basically saying we're not going to reopen fully until there is a vaccine, and not only a vaccine, but until one is widely available, what goes through your mind? Are you looking at changing careers?
Well, I'm 54. That's not going to happen. What is my thought pattern? That she is a very strong woman, and I respect her decision, and she's guided our state quite well in comparison to other governors that were frivolous, and many, many people, way more people than our state, were infected. So I respect her position. I thought about going into real estate. I thought about there's got to be some other things that I can do, because the long-term effect on the ballroom world is it's going to be a long-term. That's it. So, I really don't know. It's a day-by-day thing, and we just wait and see how it goes. I believe that scientists are amazing, and that there will be something that will come up as far as a proven treatment method or cure or vaccination, and then we'll all be able to go back to a safe life.
Yeah, one of the good things coming out of this is we are seeing so many of our scientists and researchers from across the globe working together to try to come up with a vaccine and a solution to this pandemic. But in the meantime, you are where you are. How are you getting through each day, and how much longer do you think you can go?
Very good question, right? The thing that I find amazing is that the state of Michigan has programs that are just amazing to help people who want to take the time to find out what's available. And we're okay. The bills are paid. We're okay. I thank God that Michigan has what it has available to its people. Long term, how long can we hold on? I don't know. It's just an unknown question, an unknown answer.
So I will ask, when you say there are a lot of programs available, what's it been like for you to try to find those programs, apply for them, and then actually get the resources that you need from them?
Well, as an independent contractor, and most dance instructors are, if you become unemployed because of something like this, it's very difficult monetarily wise. So you're not going to get a lot of help. But through, asking questions, talking to people, there are ways to receive help. Like I got a $25 coupon for a farmer's market, and I went and got a ton of vegetables for the kids. So, there are things. There are programs out there that are available. You just have to take the time to look.
Yeah, and sometimes those little blessings that before we would have maybe ignored now mean something, right? So
Exactly.
So,
Like we're foster parents, and the foster program has something called WIC, and I forget what it stands for, Women, Infant, and Children. And we've never used it, and I've been a foster parent for 18 years, I think. And never have I used the WIC program because I figure there's people out there in need. They need it. We don't. I have a good job. Everything's great. But being unemployed, I have been using the WIC for the last 5 months because now I'm the person who's in need, and luckily there's a program there like that to help out. So I didn't use it when I didn't need it because I was fine. And now because I'm not working, I'm using it, and it's there for the people that need it. So that's great.
one of the things this has taught us is to swallow our pride and reach out to people for help and to learn what is really important to all of us. Hey, Blake, just about 30 more seconds here with you on the Oakland County MegaCast. Anything that we didn't touch on that you want to let people know, or even your clients, about the future of your industry?
That I will give them the biggest hug as soon as it's a responsible thing to do. I miss everybody. I love dancing. I've done it for 36 years. It's all I know. And I can't wait to get back on the floor safely and laugh again with everyone.
Oh,
That's my message.
I will say, I think we all miss hugging people, right? So
Absolutely.
Blake Kish with us here on the Oakland County MegaCast. He's a professional ballroom instructor with Birmingham Ballroom. We appreciate your time.